One of the most painful things I've ever been through was when my sound man, one of my closest friends, Anthony Martinez, he and his wife, they were expecting a child, and we were all ready to celebrate, and his wife went into labor, and their daughter passed away at birth. And I was absolutely devastated. We all were. I remember going to the funeral and seeing this tiny casket and thinking, this should never happen. And I'll never understand why things like this happen, why tragedies like that happen. And in those days following, I just remember so much brokenness, so much pain, and seeing my friend hurt like that. I mean, we were all hurting for him and with him. We had a tour in Holland later that fall, and we invited them to come along. And his wife came along as well with our wives. And I'll never forget this day that we were sound checking in Amsterdam, and our wives were out walking around, and they found this cafe called the Piper Cafe. And Piper was the name of their daughter. And it was spelled the same way, P-I-E-P-E-R. It's the only time they've ever seen the name with that same spelling. So we all decided after our show, we're going to go out and we're going to remember Piper. And so we did. We went out to dinner. We remembered and said some words for Piper and prayed for Anthony and Lauren. We're just trying to be supportive. And as we're getting up to leave, I saw this plaque on the wall. It was the only thing on the wall in the entire restaurant. And it was this award for hospitality. And on it, it said Piper. So I called Anthony and Lauren over, and I said, you should take a picture of this. It has Piper's name on it. And as they walked over, they burst into tears and said, the date on that award is Piper's birthday. It was one of those moments for us. Here we are on the other side of the world in a cafe that has their daughter's name, the only other time they've seen that spelling, and here the only thing on the wall, the only thing that has a date on it, has their daughter's birth date. It was one of those moments where we said, this is where God's angels fly. In the midst of our pain, in the midst of our suffering, God is there. And so for us, that was a moment where we could see His fingerprints on our life. And so I want to encourage you, if you've been in that place, those nights that seem endless, know that God is there. God is with you. And His fingerprints are going to be all over your life. You're going to look back and you're going to see that He was with you in every single painful moment.
Every trouble